Olá, seja muito bem-vindo ao meu canal. Eu me chamo Jali e hoje nós teremos mais um episódio de BioShock Infinite. Nós precisamos... Nosso objetivo é reparar o dispositivo Lutas, encontrar o Roadman Winter, purificador de CO2 e um tubo todo para consertar o dispositivo Lutas. E esse aqui é encontrar o segredo, mas provavelmente eu não vou conseguir fazer porque é muito difícil esse modo aqui. Muito difícil mesmo. É mais difícil que o jogar em no modo 1942. Sem brincadeira, muito difícil mesmo.
Saying that you?
Who the hell are you? Expose your frailties to me!
Sounded awful irregular.
Waiting for me.
E mataram tudo que tava aqui.
You're only hiding from yourself.
I ain't through with you yet. Push me, I push right back. Candy from a baby.
Caramba, eu vou morrer aqui. Pera aí. Pera aí. Caramba. Caramba! Eu apertei todos os botões errados. Para a arma. Vou ter que usar o kit médico. Caramba, é a segunda vez que eu volto a jogar esse jogo depois de um certo tempo. E eu faço merda. E é a minha profissão. A capacidade de fazer besteira quando não é pra fazer besteira. Então,
Lion is on the line. On the line. That's it. Well, I closed for you for 15 years. I closed for you.
caramba, o Big Daddy tá ali.
Hey now. What aliens control?
Vamos matar ele.
Some kind of nobody. What's that?
No, it's not the strongest that survive, but the fittest.
No, don't you dare! Out of your wax, that stuff's golden. Gums up the works, so Ryan can't make you his slave.
Feel your potential and get all that is your due.
Detenho.
Less is obscene. There are no excuses in rap.
I won't hurt anybody if I don't have to. But they make
Vai, vou ter que usar, velho, coisa. Não vou conseguir ficar muito tempo com essa vida.
Who the hell's
You,
that?
honey? I warned you to stop. Ah!
Caramba! Ah! Eu vou morrer! Eu vou morrer! Caramba, sai! Ah, tô presa.
Come on out, you.
Levanta!
Big shot around here.
Morri. Merecido. Acontece, a gente morre. Acho que eu não morri nenhuma vez até agora, né? Vai que eu tenho que resetar tudo. Se eu resetar tudo, sério, vai se lascar.
You take a lady to dinner. You take a client? Lunch. Would you
Ah, é muito difícil isso aqui. Ô, meu, é a primeira vez que eu pego uma arma. Eu tenho munição do dardo temporizante. Aqui, né? Vou tentar dar a volta. Máquinas de venda.
He's gonna wanna get this message as soon as he gets back, right?
All of these jerks, meat puppets, Kara. All of them. I'm the only one who knows the score.
Cadê ele disse que o caminho pra lá?
I'll be late again, but I'm a
Consegue
mess.
dar a volta?
I'm a mess.
No, don't you dare. That earwax, that stuff's golden. Gums up the works. I can't make you his slave.
Sweetie!
You in the bedroom? I'm the only one who knows.
Ah!
This is still around. You shouldn't be here.
Caramba, eu deveria ter corrido. Ah! Cacete! Nossa!
What did we say about creeps?
When can I see you again?
Me matou.
Second raider, that's you.
Come on! What are you running away for?
Come here, baby. I won't roll over for you.
Make yourself heard.
I know right where you are.
Caramba. É aqui mesmo. Nossa, sério, meu coração. Eu vou dar um troço. Se a gente acha munição aqui, porque você punk lutar sem essa munição nenhuma. Eve, que é o size, né? Eles chamam de Eve. Aciona o efeito, de área projétil pode congelar vários inimigos. Bom.
Now we won't immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on. Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. I need to cool the transformer at the top of the device or the whole thing will overheat. Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see.
Ativar.
Sesame.
What did I tell you?
Tá na fenda. Estou cansada, funcionando direitinho. Voltamos para Colômbia.
Booker. Look. You're on the First Lady.
Este é seu primeiro First Lady. Aperta o botão.
It can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
A gente consegue abrir a porta mais? Ah, que meleca, eu deveria ter aberto a porta então. Queria ver o que tinha ali. Ah, que droga. Eu não sabia que ia apertar o botão, achei que a gente ia abrindo a porta e a gente sairia dali.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Vai dar pra abrir a porta.
Nothing but trouble that way. Best to head straight back to Rapture.
Ai, ai, não deixa a gente pra lá.
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wanted something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Think has a secret lab.
Nossa, agora a gente vai ter que andar por Colômbia.
Forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
Should have seen that one coming.
Pra caramba.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory, on our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't,
How do you know that?
because we didn't.
Iron sights.
Press to generate a bullet-snatching shield that places ammo into your gun.
Ai, adorei. Adorei. Ixi. Bizarro, velho. A gente voltou pra Colômbia.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither
Caramba!
asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop.
but I fear I
Ela
shall never
matou
visit the
a
valley below.
Fitzroy sem
You mean I won't live to
precisar.
see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more,
Your part in the play?
or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive a girl.
She must leave. A woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself?
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Ok. Force ela a ser uma assassina. Ou seja, a Elizabeth vai ser forçada a matar. Aí, ó, uma coisa. O Fink e o garoto. Elizabeth vai ser forçada a matar o Fitzroy. A Fitzroy. Porque os Luthers queriam que ela fosse uma assassina. Nossa, que coisa horrível. Mas é que se ela não fizer isso, ela não completa o seu destino. Ótimo. Inimigos. Deixa eu ver só. 1, 2, 3. Nossa, quantos?
Don't believe any of it. Play along.
Tem dois ali. Tem mais um barco chegando.
Just bide your time. Bide your time. And I'll be running this time.
Ninguém viu nada. Ninguém viu nada. Pra lá. Vamos lá, saxofone. Pode usar o trilho também.
People's voice. Such is the fate of all hoarders and exploiters. Those who had all will have nothing. Those who idled shall toil.
Say it!
Long live Daisy Fitzroy. Long live the Vox Populi. The cause justifies all actions against us. It is our time.
What's going on? Piggy! I can smell ya. You're a fear to me.
hurt you.
We
Who done this? Someone about?
I'll find her.
I should look elsewhere.
E é pra lá. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Lojas. Munição, munição, mas eu não tenho dinheiro pra isso. História completa 10:25. Som do Bird. Então, o voxafone eu não vou ouvir porque ele vem com o áudio pela metade. Aquele lá. Temos aqui. Mais um voxafone. Ixi.
My guess is it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
O que significa essas... Ele tá monitorando a... Porque ali pelo jeito sair, né?
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
You know, if there's one thing Fink loves, it's a lot of work.
Isso aqui. Muito do bebê. Cinto. Cinto é forte, hein? Sabe só quanto eu me sinto? Não sei o que tá escrito, não. Cigarro. Não sei. Coisas que eu não vou saber traduzir, mas provavelmente faz algum sentido pra história. Vai ter inimigos aqui em cima. Aqui não. Isso aqui pode passar. Minha. Choque. Vamos lá, cetoscópio.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic. I pretend to understand the mysteries of the infinite no more than you, Comstock, or anyone else for that matter. But for the sake of argument, let's say this is all one unhappy accident, and we're all alone in our toils. Then who would Comstock use to control and shame us with rules that apply only to those with not a penny in their pocket? If there were no God, you could rest assured the first deed done by the first rich man would be inventing him.
Yeah.
Idiot his lock of hair.
Wait, estou vendo isso aqui.
Listen, I got you your guns. I'm here for my airship.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker
É eles no outro elevador.
a story to tell your children. You just competition narrative.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only
É
friend.
teu pai.
Booker,
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Por favor, né? O Booker morreu e ela tá tipo imaginando ele na cabeça dela.
Don't believe any of it, but I'll play along.
Esse. Esse barulho do Daddy.
Hey, Comstock is going to answer for this.
Dois ali.
Just could use a one.
And still breathing. Who did this? Come out, come out. Who done this? Someone about? Ken!
Caramba. Devia ter usado, né? Sais. Caramba. Esquece de passar pela janela, né? Pra lá.
Who's there?
Where are you?
You can't hide forever.
A carnival of drift at your disposal! Fine.
Forget it. I quit.
Can't stop me this time. Show yourself. Jesus, it's ripe in here. Say, somebody, fetch me a millionaire to clean this mess up.
Quanta gente.
Who are you then?
Nossa, quanta gente.
This wasn't here before.
Who's there? No escape, pig! Hunt you!
Let the others worry about it. Probably a few still hiding round.
Still pretty hungry.
Vai vir ninguém aqui pra eu bater?
No food, no pay. Comstock is going to answer for this.
Deu, né? Deu. Tem outra porta secreta.
Come back here,
stop me this time.
Ali.
You can't stop me this time. Chasing my own shadow.
Where did she go?
Hiding!
Still breathing. Who did this?
What? You gonna answer for this? Here I come! Don't think you can hide from me!
That's enough of that business. I'm done. Just bide your time. Bide your time.
Long gone. He'll squeal. He'll squeal. Death to oppressors!
Tive que usar.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her, to turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration.
Big
It all
Daddy.
makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Isso significa que são as mesmas coisas. Gaiolas para pessoas, isso. Não sei se eu deveria. Eu vou apertar, mas... Estranho, bizarro. Eletrocutar o coitado.
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
Não é bem isso. Isso tá bom. Não é bem o que eu achei. Nossa. Bom, tá vendo que assim, essa expansão é para explicar muita coisa que aconteceu no BioShock Infinite, por exemplo. Vamos ver o que é isso aqui. Cheio de fumaça ali e nada aconteceu. Eu acho. Meu cachorro tá morto.
What's that?
It's a skeletal formula for oxytocin. That's the chemical that bonds mothers to children, women to men, and...
Songbirds to little girls?
Apparently not. Fink dismissed it as an unsuitable vector.
Nossa.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so he left them to die.
Isso aqui aconteceu. Aham. Tudo bem. Vai pular em cima da gente. Sou muito medrosa. Passa sem ver.
Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young, I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter? Tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
About as well as you'd expect.
Uma sala escura.
Booker, the little girl in the film. It's me. My God. Oh, I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there. Moaning. I couldn't just...
The lion with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. I should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting, me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round. Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all of the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
It's open. See if anything's worth reappropriating.
Ótimo.
Check for stragglers. Spread out. Where are you going? You can't hide forever, love.
Tem coisa lá embaixo.
Who are you then?
That did not sound right. You can't hide forever. there? Never stop!
Who's on this? Someone about?
I'll find her. Come back here.
Esse eu tenho dúvida. Ela é muito baixinha pra alcançar.
Who's there?
Something's going on. Here I come.
Salvando, eu acho que aqui vai ser a última vez que eu vou conseguir salvar.
What you got there? Dunno. Just grabbing anything that looks halfway there.
Can't stop me this time.
Over here! Shake a leg!
Since when did you become Lord and Master?
Pretty nice over here.
Used to do for the man. Now at least I do for myself.
Meto cada uma.
Where are you going? I can smell.
You're next.
Still breathing. Who did this? Don't believe any of it.
Opa, salvou de novo.
Well, that's enough of that business. I'm done.
I guarantee who has time for all that paperwork?
Nossa, eu consegui mais fácil do que eu imaginei. Mentira.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
What do you mean?
Right about now, I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child she was never going to harm. But she chose to die for her
E
revolution.
olha ela pensando.
What about me? For all the endless worlds, all the infinite possibilities. Did I ever even have a choice? Did you?
Gente,
Yeah. Booker thought he did.
Look where it got us. Right back where we started. All these infinite universes. And yet we end up just going down the same paths.
No, don't take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle a marker. Comstock locked me up in a tower. And I sold Sally for what? Revenge? To prove a point?
And yet, here you are.
acredite mesmo
Settling
no
the
máximo.
And say we find her. The old past their damage to the young. Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Justice coming back here was up to you.
Rapture runs on children. Little girls with gold growing in their bellies. I'm not gonna break any cycle. If I'm lucky, maybe I can dent it. Just a little.
Nossa. Isso aqui. Ah, nossa, coisa que eu matei. Que o Booker matou no caso no BioShock Find. Ah, eu acho que a gente até pode ir pra lá, mas como tá com essa ventania, eu acho que a gente não vai conseguir direito. Sei lá, não vou porque não é nosso objetivo. Aqui a Fink morto. E aqui é Fitzroy morto.
Pretty lady has the hair? Deal is deal. Bring it to Suchong.
Vamos lá. As madeixas. Conquista alcançada.
Pretty lady put hair sample in tube. Then, business is finished.
What's going on out there?
Bloodshed, violence, but not relevant to our arrangement.
Preto.
Suchong. Suchong, we had a deal, now open.
Do you know what they call someone who enters a man's home uninvited? A thief. And I do not remember inviting you into my city.
I had a deal with Suchong.
Suchong is my employee. It was not a deal he was authorized to make.
What do you want?
I granted Atlas and his thugs asylum. You serve those same men in a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation. Give a parasite an ounce of charity, he'll demand a pound.
I'm just looking for a girl that was taken from me. A little sister.
I don't claim to understand what you are, but I know that you are special. There is business we can do together. And so I give you a choice. Work for me, or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
If it's a little sister you want, that shouldn't stand in the way of commerce. I've got dozens of them.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
60 seconds.
There must be half a dozen of them or more. I've got to get ready. Traps. I can use the plasmids as traps and seed the room with them. I gotta find somewhere to hide and surprise them. Take them down one by
Vamos lá criar então.
one. Booker. I'm scared.
They'll underestimate you, Elizabeth. People always do.
40 seconds. You know what I see on your face? Uncertainty. Who is this girl to you? 30 seconds. Do you know the value of the shark? Without them, the sea would be littered with the detritus of the weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What sharks do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room. And Andrew Ryan has no time for rooms.
Hell was that?
Caramba! Se teleporta. Caramba, esse aqui a gente não vai conseguir derrotar, não.
Ryan said the girl...
She's gone for good now.
She knew her ticket to Rapture was a one-way proposition.
You can warn people not to collapse a quantum superposition, but do they ever really listen?
So ends the DeWitt Comstock line.
Don't let your grief overwhelm you, sister.
One could believe a mission is doomed to failure, and wish sincerely that it wasn't. Hopes like quantum superpositions have a tendency to collapse.
Se apertar G a tempo.
60 seconds.
Bom, eu vou encerrar o vídeo por aqui e vou tentar derrotar ele no próximo episódio. Se você gostou, deixa o like, joinha e até o próximo episódio de Warrior.